Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode. We are so excited because we are going to have so much fun today doing our summer table setting. But first, before we get started, for the first time in history, you're seeing the Consummate Host mustache with no product. So I was getting ready for the shoot today and getting ready to load that gel in, and I thought to myself, you know what? We're just gonna go natural today. So here it is. Very excited to let everybody know I'm gonna be heading out to California in a couple of weeks, filming 2 or 3 episodes in the San Diego area. So we're gonna be joining our friends at Baker and Olive, featuring those amazing balsamic vinegars, the olive oils and spices. Looking forward to meeting them and sharing some time in their kitchen and exploring some of the amazing products that they have. That's gonna be on the morning of Thursday, September 11th. And then that afternoon, we're headed over to Burtek Winery, and we're gonna get a private tour of the winery. We're gonna taste some wines and really share a lot of exciting elements about what they do. And so for any of our followers, subscribers who are in the San Diego area, if you want to meet up with us, come on out. Like I said, we're going to be at Baker and Olive on the morning of Thursday, September 11th. And then that afternoon, we're going to be at Burtek Winery. So we hope to see you there. So first of all, a huge shout out to our friends here at Amalur Lounge for letting us use this beautiful space that they've created to film today's episode, and we will definitely be back for future episodes. And now we're gonna talk through some of the details that make this table setting special. Let's do it. So I wanted to do something a little different with the napkins for this. And if you guys remember, I have a thing about napkins. You know what? If it can't be cotton or linen, don't do it, because the worst thing you could ever do is like an event napkin that's satin or slick. You guys remember me talking about this before with those kind of like shiny event type napkins. Basically all they do is transfer whatever is on your mouth directly to your lap, and then they slide onto the floor. So remember, cotton or linen. I wanted to do something special, so I started with a yellow napkin, solid yellow, and I basically just dipped it into a fabric dye, just the tips, so that I could get a little bit of the green on the corners of the napkin, just to make it special. So remember, when you're doing dye work like that, you wanna make sure that the napkin is completely wet before you start, and then dip it into your dye, and then as soon as you've done that, you wanna rinse it, and then just give it a good washing and you're good to go. So it just added something a little special to the napkin. So I love using salt dips, or they're sometimes called salt cellars. I think you've heard me talk in previous episodes. I actually collect these. My mom collected these when I was growing up, and I just kind of inherited the love for these. And what's so special is they're unexpected, and it's really fun to give something unexpected at the table. It makes your guests feel appreciated, and just adds another layer of something different and interesting to a table setting. So salt dips or salt cellars. So obviously you'll recognize these as margarita glasses, which they are, but I'm using them to serve a chilled summer soup in. So you guys have seen me before. I love using barware. I love using glassware in kind of alternative methods. So I decided, to be honest with you, it's because they were green and I had them. I decided to use the margarita glasses to serve my chilled soup. So there's something kind of fun and different. Okay, I'm gonna blow these candles out. We have an air conditioning situation going on, so they're gonna drip all over the place. So before it goes any farther, I'm gonna blow these out. Okay, so last but not least, I decided to make these little mini flower arrangements using lemons. So what I did was I cut the top off the lemon, I scooped out the interior of the lemon, and then I filled it with wet floral foam. And then I was able to trim the daisies and put those in and create these little mini arrangements. I was trying to figure out the best way to make them stand, so I decided to use a napkin ring. So it's the same napkin rings that I have on the napkins, but I'm using it as a base for my little miniature floral arrangements. So I hope that kind of inspires you. All right. Thanks again for joining us today. I hope this has given you some inspiration for some of your summer table setting. Perhaps it'll give you some ideas for how you might want to create a summer table on your own. Remind you again, I'm going to be in the San Diego area the second week in September. So I'm going to be filming, as I mentioned, at Baker and Olive on the morning of the 11th. And then I'll be at Burtek Winery that afternoon. Anybody in that area, feel free to stop by. It'd be great to meet you and have a chance to say hello while I'm in your neck of the woods. I hope this has inspired you. Thanks again for being here today, and we will see you next week with another exciting episode. Thank you.
Treat me like you do when you've laid your